I wonder just how handsome is this officer?
Looks like Lord Zhou Yu's busier than ever.
Now that Jiangdong is at last peaceful, our next military objective will be...
To defeat Huangzu once and for all? Surely? I doubt anyone would disagree.
I hope you're not saying that because of your personal vendetta.
Ling Tong wanting to avenge his father is no different than how all of us wish to take revenge for Lord Sun Jian. If such objectives remain unfulfilled, the morale of our troops will suffer.
I'm also in favor of going to war with Huangzu. It's high time we settled things.
Likewise. I should very much like to see him slain. However, as the leader of Wu, I must weigh up the benefits and drawbacks of that decision. I do not think we should rush into a war with him, unless we stand to benefit in a significant way.
If that's your concern, then you needn't fret, as his territory is in Qing province. It has immense strategic value. Cao Cao has conquered Hubei after defeating Yuan Shao at Guandu, and is now looking to expand south, starting with Qing.
There are also signs that he had a hand in the rebellion at Lujiang. The threat he poses is becoming more and more immediate. The proposal makes military sense. We'd be removing a threat, solidifying our foundations, and positioning ourselves to be ready for war.
Indeed, Lord Zhou Yu. Always taking the words out of my mouth. We should take Xiakou, then conquer Qing, and finally invade Bashu, to control the entirety of the southern half of the realm.
Lord Lu Su, did you really just say what I think you did?
Tell me, why would we do all of that?
It would be a means of protecting the people of Wu from Cao Cao. Cao Cao controls virtually the whole of the north, but if we take all of the south, he'll become unable to move against us.
A daring plan, to say the least. That path could lead to our lord controlling the entire realm.
Me? Controlling the realm?
You are very much capable of such a thing, my lord. Each and every one of us believes that.
So I have your trust. Then our next objective shall be Xiakou in Jing province. We will bring down Huangzu and avenge my father.
Lord Han Dong does so much for such little recognition, he deserves a much loftier position.
Have you heard?
Easy to lose your way in the mountains.
things have escalated quickly. In truth, I thought ruling the realm might one day be our aim. But now that I've heard those words from the others, the sheer weight of that idea is mind-boggling. I thought I was, but I suppose I'm actually quite the coward. The very thought of ruling the realm gives me pause. But at the same time, I know that I must pull myself together if I'm to rally the others. Everyone is excited about taking down Huangzu at the prospect of conquest and revenge. However, it seems evident to me that I am perhaps the one who most desperately wishes to see him dead. When I avenge our father, which is something even my brother could not do, I may finally be able to see myself as their equal. I think then I will be able to consider even greater ambitions without fear or hesitation. When Sa died, I realized that I'm the selfish kind of man at heart. I want to share in the sadness, the anger, the passion felt by the others. Yet, I always end up choosing the most logical or convenient path for me. But, in this upcoming battle, I will defeat Huangzu, no matter what. Then, I will be able to move forward as the leader of Wu. I will be relying on your skills out there.
Let's begin. Now then.
Yes.
Aye.
My wisdom shall bring victory to us all.
Don't let me down now. We will defeat our longtime nemesis and advance yet further. This battle will decide the future of our kingdom.
We'll fight by your side.
There is no reason for us to fear Huangzu
The enemy
now.
officer has been defeated.
Shall capture the enemy's bases, one by one.
Commence the advance. Ling Tong, avenge your father. Do not be reckless.
I know, Lord Louis Mong. We'll take down Gan Ning.
Take this!
Calmly, with certainty.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
An expeditious advance is essential to our cause. Onward, everyone! We march at once!
This territory is
I'm on
ours.
equal footing. We better get our pace back.
Let's go!
Proper strategy is the quickest way to victory.
I have taken this area.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Send you running right
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Take this! Turn the tables.
Think again. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Take that!
This territory is ours.
Let's go!
Advance! All of you, follow me! Let's march!
Take this.
Leave him out!
I'll slay as many officers as necessary to fulfill my duty.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
I know how to get the job done. What are you waiting for? Let's get this fight started!
Take this.
I'll slay as many officers as
The enemy
necessary
officer
to
has
fulfill
been
my
defeated.
duty.
Take this. Take this. This is a ferocious tune indeed. The enemy officer has been defeated. This'll do. This territory. The enemy officer. Keep moving forward, just like we planned. We will set off their trap and get them to lower their guard.
The path we must walk is set.
Onward! Everyone! Start the advance!
Take this.
Here I go.
Hopeless battle.
The enemy officer has been defeated. Is ours. Take this.
Begin the advance. All units, march! Begin the advance.
Are you serious? Tables turn. Now. It is here. Turn the tables. All my might. Striking execution.
The enemy
My
officer
eyes find themselves
has been
fixated on you in battle.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
It is here. Take this. Proper strategy is the quickest way to victory. Can't believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
They've taken the bait.
Go and eradicate them. Let's get serious. Such an obvious trap won't faze us in the slightest. Now push them back. The path we must walk is set. Onward, everyone! Start the advance! Take this! Take this! Easy.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Get the job done. Almost at our limits.
We will fight together! Take this! There we go! Take this! This is how it's done. Take this! There we go!
Your skills, the enemy officer,
Definitely
has been defeated.
Taishitsu! Have defeated the enemy!
This territory,
Advance!
the enemy
Get
officer
close to me!
has
Now!
been defeated.
Begin advancing!
I have defeated the enemy officers.
You're here. I am thankful for the help.
Wow, somebody even lazier than I am.
This is how you do this! See it! Can't believe this!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Bear witness to my prowess!
Herb shows skill,
The enemy
but
officer
I can attest
has
to
been
it.
defeated.
Indeed! How wonderful!
The enemy was one step ahead.
Good. The enemy has been wiped out. Then it's time to take the fight to Huangzu once more. Commence the advance. Here comes our prey. Archers, slay them all! Take this. Get that. Can't believe this.
The The enemy officer, just as Lord Zhou been defeated. All of you, stay calm.
They've stopped. Perfect. Send out the ships. We're going after Sun Quan.
Looks like it's finally our time to shine. Let's go!
Go! Take the fight to them! Stop their advance!
Stay calm and focus on what you have to do. We'll get through this together.
No need to fret. You wait here for now.
Advance!
I know how to get the job done.
We've gotten through. We just weren't strong enough.
All of you, come with me. We're going to lay waste to the enemy's stronghold. Forward march! This'll do.
The enemy officer has been
Wait
defeated.
here for now.
They're strong. Like the tigers they proclaim to be.
The way is open! Let us charge into the enemy's stronghold! Begin the advance! We should hold here.
On me, we have the perfect use for a brute like yourself. Tear into the enemy forces and get to Sun Quan!
What a pompous little... Forget it. I'll do my job. Simple as that.
Advance! Take this!
There he is at last. He is mine. Advance now.
So Ling Tong has gone after Gan Ning. I should also make a move. We'll take an enemy ship. Enter into their stronghold. Fence the advance!
So, you're coming after this ship, are you? Then I'll face you!
You've accomplished more than I could have hoped for.
So, it's you.
The enemy officer
Should have
has
expected
been defeated.
this. Needless to say, no holding back. But there'll be no regrets or grudges when this is over.
Rush. Their ship is now ours. Prepare to set sail. Anyone who is willing to join the assault on their stronghold, gather here.
Take this!
Turn the tables. Prepare yourself, Gan Ning. I, Ling Tong, will have my revenge.
Don't let your guard down.
You're the son of that officer.
Bear witness to my
So you want revenge? I'm not just going to hand myself over to you on a platter.
Lord Liman, I sent to support, and none have been left behind. We will head straight for their face.
This is our chance!
Time to end this.
Now charge!
I lost.
At last, we will be able to avenge our former lord. For us of the old guard, nothing could be more satisfying.
The time is right.
It does not lessen our regret. Still, it will allow us some closure of sorts if we can hunt him down.
It is high time we brought this to a conclusion. Once we do, our kingdom can finally look forward to the future.
Looks like I got a bit carried away. Time to retreat.
Damn it. We weren't able to get Gan Ning. No matter. First things first, we must finish this battle.
I believe in you.
Advance now.
Good. We fought off the enemy's offensive. Let's go. Let us advance as well.
Forward march!
Prepare for battle. Chop chop. Let's show them what we can do. Prepare yourself, Huang Zu. We won't let you escape this time. What? How have the enemy gotten this far? We must stop their attack here. Begin the advance. Just one blow. We will not run. Our battle against Sun Quan will be decided here and now. Start the advance.
Enemy officer has been defeated.
I can't believe
The
this!
enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Remain loyal to Huang Zu. I wonder what Gan Ning thinks of this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
All my might.
Our courage has prevailed. Now onwards to victory!
You are indeed a true warrior of the Three Kingdoms. You have a gleam to you that others do not.
I challenge you to battle. Prepare yourself. Come at me. Time to go on the offensive. Get ready, everyone.
Not working out. Things are
The enemy officer
heating up,
has been defeated.
This might just be entertaining.
Turn the tables.
As good a time as any. I give up. I will resist no further.
I'll leave this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
So their fangs have finally reached me. Perhaps this was inevitable.
I've been bested. Well, at least I made a mark on the battlefield.
Take this.
I've got nothing more to say. Whatever happens now is up to you.
We've finally done it. We've defeated our nemesis. Shout out in triumph, as fiercely as roaring tigers!
It's over, isn't it?
Yes. We have finally avenged our father. And thanks to all of you, I've now accomplished something that even my brother could not do.
Brother, there's something I've been thinking. You ought to believe in yourself more. I'm not sure anyone other than you could have succeeded in defeating Huangzu.
I'm not so sure. But I'd like to believe you're right. Whatever the case may be, we shall no longer be haunted by our father's death. We can move forward as a kingdom. Let us continue to pursue our path to a safer and more prosperous nation.
Right. We have a lot to live up to. We mustn't forget, even for a moment, our pride as members of the Swoon clan.
We will lay down our arms and surrender. None of us wish to give our lives for Huangzu.
Quite the rationalist.
My service to him was bought with coin. I'm not so dutiful as to die for such a man.
Gunning, what about you?
I mean, I'd rather live, but...
Good. That makes things simpler. And even if you did give yourself up, I wouldn't have accepted your surrender.
I'm not surprised. I've got nothing to say as long as you take Sufei in. So go on. Take your revenge. We all know that when you go into battle, there will be hatred on both sides. And when the dust settles, the loser rarely forgives the victor. That's why I won't beg for my life, nor will I apologize for killing your father.
Well, that is a rational outlook. My lord, executing someone as formidable as Gan Ning would be a waste. He would surely prove himself extremely valuable to our kingdom.
Wait a minute, Lord Zhou Yu. You cannot be serious.
I am sorry, Ling Tong. But I was thinking the same thing.
Lord Sun Quan, you have taken your revenge by defeating Huangzu. But I still haven't avenged my own father.
I know. I know how bitter and miserable you feel. But for now, I want you to direct that hatred at me instead. I cannot bring myself to have him executed after seeing his strength firsthand. I know it may be hard to stomach, but for Wu to make progress, we must gather as many soldiers as we can, and even let go of our grudges if need be. That is why we made peace with the Shan-Yue the way we did. And you are wise. You must know this already.
But Lord Sun Quan,
Ling Tong, wait!
Are you sure? I would be like kindling in Wu. One wrong step, and I'll end up burning the whole place down.
If you are kindling, then we just need to find the right use for you. We need men with experience in naval combat, and you certainly have that.
Oh, and what for?
The major warlords in the realm are preparing to fight over Jing province. Myself included.
Bringing Lord Ling Cao's killer into the fold, and then asking Ling Tong to fight alongside him. That is rather cruel.
I suppose there's no way I can keep my distance from him now. While I understand his resentment toward me, he acts so aggressively I can't help but wonder if he still intends to kill me. And since I prefer to avoid injury or death, I was hoping I could ask you for some advice.
Sorry to say, the only help I can give is handling the aftermath of your fights. In the end, the two of you are going to have to resolve things on your own. Still, Ling Tong may be young, but he has a sense of how things ought to be. And he knows full well that Wu needs you. The only question is whether he can make his heart obey his mind.
So what? I need to appeal to his emotions somehow? I wouldn't really have a clue how to go about that. I'm telling you, we need to get this sorted out, or one of us is going to end up out of action for good.
If you're going to clash with one another, why not choose a way that won't put your lives at risk? Like a game of Go.
Me? Play Go?
Ling Tong's quite the master at that game. You won't have a chance unless you practice a lot.
I'd never be able to beat him.
Well, that's too bad. Whatever you do, you're going to have to prove in earnest and through action that you're someone worthy of his trust. Anyway, look after him, will you? You're much more battle-hardened than he is.
I suppose I'll have to. I'll just have to be careful not to aggravate him, though.
Well...
I wonder just how handsome is...
I guess you will do for an opponent. How's about a one-on-one?
I'm back. I see you. I see it. Take this. Tables turned. Concentrate.
Guess I let my guard down.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Thank you.
Han Dong does so much.
Go ahead.
The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated. Now this territory is ours.
Time for a good old fight. Get ready. Take that.
Whoa.
Time to act. Looking rough. Take that. Take that. Head in. Good eye. Is that it? Head in.
Now, take that. Now. I will break you. Take that. Take that. Bear witness to my will. Break you. I see it all. All my might. I can't.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
We'll get to see Lord...
Looks like Lord Zhou Yu's busier than ever. I sure hope he's not tired. Have you heard the news? Liu Biao of Jing died the other day. And Cao Cao is not a man to miss an opportunity. I'm sure he will begin his southward advance.
Should he take Qing province, his conquest of the realm will become virtually unstoppable. For Wu to survive in the face of such a threat, we must strengthen our kingdom until we have the power to rival him. And that will require more territory.
I am sure there is. But expanding our borders is probably the easiest path.
One can strategize endlessly, but the fact remains that a small territory simply cannot host a massive army.
But first, there is something we must do in preparation. A task you two would be well suited for. I want you to act as messengers to send our condolences and meet with Liu Biao's successor, Liu Song. While there, find Liu Bei, who is said to be staying with him, and subtly ask him to join our side.
There is, however, a possibility that Cao Cao has already made a move. He did consider Liu Bei a threat, after all.
You're a longtime acquaintance of Liu Bei and his men, are you not? So let me ask you this. What kind of man is Liu Bei, in your eyes? Compassion. Sounds like the exact opposite of Cao Cao, who favors reason above all. Unlike a man of reason, one of compassion can be swayed by momentary emotions. Perhaps that changeability is what Cao Cao fears so much. Whatever the case may be, bringing Liu Bei to our side will be a necessity in countering Cao Cao. Good luck, you two. The fate of the House of Sun depends on you.
I wonder just...
You refuse to fight me? Despite how you look, you're just a coward.
Quit squawking. A fledgling out for blood is still just a fledgling. You're no threat to me. Think about it from my point of view. You could get seriously hurt. And then, what would happen?
What? You just assume you'll be able to beat me? Well, I'll show you.
That's enough. You can't train and argue at the same time. Dan Ning, you come with me before someone really does get hurt. Perfect timing. Look after Ling Tong for me, would you?
Hey! I don't need...
Come on, let's go.
He's a fool. He doesn't realize that you just saved his skin.
So, why are you here? Why can't you ever let me stew in my own misery? I trained with you, at my father's behest. Yet this fledgling is no closer to leaving the nest. Whenever I see him, I can't help but consider ending him with some accidental slip of my hand during training. Not to mention, I had grossly underestimated his abilities. Admit it, even you must have grown weary at that stunt I pulled. I can't believe you're sticking with a weakling like me. I still have so much to learn from you, clearly. In any case, would you be willing to beat me into shape, remake me from the ground up? First, I need to establish myself among the others in Wu. I feel it's better to start there than let that bastard distract me. And if I ever get the urge to pick a fight with him again, now I know that I can talk things over with you instead. The fledgling learns to fly in the shadows of his forebearers. Can I count on you to look after me? Until I am strong enough to leave the nest?
Hard to stay motivated as tired as we are.
Have you seen Lord Zhao Yun wield a spear? His moves are...
Have you heard? They say Cao Cao invaded Xingye with a huge army.
Xingye? Isn't that where Lord Liu Bei is?
It was. But apparently he fled and headed to Shanyang to ask Lord Liu Song for help. Then, Lord Liu Song went and surrendered right away, instead of trying to shelter Lord Liu Bei. He probably didn't want him around because he was so well liked by Lord Liu Biao.
So, do you know if Lord Liu Bei is safe?
These are just rumors, but I hear he left and took the people of Shangyang with him to seek help from Lord Liu Qi in Jiansha.
You mean everyone in Xiangyang? That's incredible!
Lord Liu Bei was extremely popular with the people there. I guess they all wanted to go with him.
It appears things are rather tense. Cao Cao is moving much faster than we thought. Let's see if we can head to Jiangxia, and let us hope Liu Bei is still safe. I did not expect Cao Cao to make his move this quickly. But I am glad you are safe, Lord Liu Bei. Though I must say I was surprised that you've brought your people with you.
We would not have made it here if not for the remarkable efforts made by everyone. And by Guan Yu, Zhang Fei, Zhao Yun, and Zhuge Liang in particular.
We are thankful to them as well. For it would have been a grievous blow to lose you.
Ah, and what might you mean by that? Compared to someone like Lord Sun Quan, who controls all of Jiangdong, I am but a minor leader without power or land.
Without power and land, perhaps. But you are also one of the few lords who garner a lot of attention. We believe that if we can join forces with you, we may even be able to counter Cao Cao. As we speak, he is seeking to take Jing Province, a critical territory. If his invasion is successful, both your forces and ours will soon be overrun. To put it simply, we believe our interests align. Lord Sun Quan has control over Qiangdong proper, and has even expanded Wu's reach by taking in the Shan Yue and minor lords. If you wish to take on Cao Cao, it may be worthwhile for you to ally with us.
We are very grateful for the offer. We have been searching for allies as well, so we would be...
Lord Liu Bei, may I interject? Lord Lu Su's offer is truly a gracious one. However, I have a hard time believing that there is a consensus on this matter within Wu. Joining up with a small group like ours to fight against the mighty army of Cao Cao? That seems like mere bravado at best.
It pains me to admit it, but you're right. When we heard that Liu Song had surrendered to Cao Cao, we left for Jiangxia right away. Our orders in coming here were indeed to secure an alliance with Lord Liu Bei. But I cannot claim that our side has reached a consensus on the matter.
Then, it is only fair to obtain the agreement of those in Wu. For an alliance without mutual understanding will only bring division. Lord Liu Bei, I would like your permission to act as a messenger to Wu. I will convince the officers there and make this agreement a reality.
Everyone says that damn sound.
We've been called for a meeting. It seems a message from Cao Cao arrived just before we returned. Oh, no. I don't think allying with us would benefit them much at this point. It called for our surrender, though the language was a little less direct. Perhaps we should have expected this, but those in Wu have split right down the middle, just as Zhuge Liang predicted. There are those who claim that victory is impossible against Cao Cao, and that we should surrender before any unnecessary bloodshed. And then there are those who say we should ally with Liu Bei and resist Cao Cao with everything we have. If there is anyone capable of uniting the two factions together, I can think of no one more fit for the task than Lord Zhou Yu. But unfortunately, he is away at the moment. He is likely busy taking measures of his own to make sure we are prepared for the coming danger. Ultimately, the only way we can protect both our domain and our people is to rise up and rival Cao Cao for control of the realm. I've spoken of this plan before, haven't I? It isn't some impossible dream. I truly believe it can be done. Which is why I want nothing more than to convince every person of consequence in Wu to resist the urge to surrender. But for now, I'm off to meet with Zhuge Liang. You should make your way over to the war room to wait for our arrival.
I think we can all agree that fighting Cao Cao is extremely reckless. How can we possibly hope to win against such numbers? Territory should not take priority over the safety of the people of Wu. Is it not said that needless bloodshed is the mark of a foolish leader?
I never thought I would witness the likes of Lord Zhengzhao, suggesting we kneel to a tyrant who manipulates the Emperor and exploits all in his path. The Yellow Turbans of Qing, the Heishen bandits. They gave in to Cao Cao and have achieved distinction under his command. But in reality, their lives have been robbed of all meaning, and they now exist as nothing more than toothless beasts at the mercy of the lash. Tyranny is all that lies at the end of the path to Cao Cao's feet. Once you become a slave to his power, it becomes impossible to break free. Do you really think we should abandon our pride and forsake our future just to avoid making the sacrifice necessary to protect them?
We do not find giving up on our land and our people to Cao Cao any more tolerable than you do. But if this is what it takes for our people's lives to be spared, then is it not the best decision we can make?
He's right. There is no reason for us to sacrifice ourselves for pride. We will eventually win back everything taken from us.
With all due respect, I am honestly a little disappointed in what I'm witnessing here. The Sun clan, renowned for its brave warriors, has such cowards for officers.
How dare you!
Lord Liu Bei has no land to call home, and what soldiers and retainers he does have are far fewer in number than those of Wu. In spite of all that, he has sworn to never bend the knee to Cao Cao, and has even sent me to Wu to negotiate an alliance. He does so to save the people of Jing, who regard him with love and respect. And when I arrive here, all I see is Wu, for all its advantages, cowering beneath the shadow of Cao Cao, considering no option but surrender. No matter how many talented officers you assemble, or how well you govern your people, that cowardice makes all of Wu far weaker than Liu Bei alone.
All Liu Bei does is flee from battle to battle. He fled from Ji, he fled from Yo, and from Shu as well. He certainly has more courage than most, but only the foolhardy charge into battle without the strength to prevail.
So, tell us, Lord Zhuge Liang, are we to assume that you have discovered a way to defeat such a massive force?
Yes. I came here knowing that if we fight alongside Wu in this battle, there is a way for us to win. But if the mere thought of having to face a powerful enemy has robbed you of the will to fight, I'll just have to come up with a new plan. Lord Sun Quan, I highly suggest you carefully consider your circumstances and your ability to lead.
Now look here.
I understand the doubts of Zhengzhao and the others very well. Lu Su and Lord Zhuge Liang have also made a strong case. We will end the discussion here for the time being. I need some time to gather my thoughts on what has been said. This is terrible. I'm a complete failure.
What do you mean by that?
My father laid the foundations, and my brother built Wu into the kingdom it is today. And yet I can't even muster up the courage to defend it. The shame that I feel is overwhelming. I know full well that we must fight. Yet, I can't help but realize how little chance we have of winning. War is crucial to the survival of the kingdom. But we should not fight battles we cannot win. This is a basic principle of warfare.
That is true. Lord Zhangjiao was not by any means mistaken in his reasoning. If both sides are correct in their own way, then all that is left is for you to make your choice.
Surrender and be trampled upon? Or fight and face certain defeat? I don't exactly have the best options to choose from.
Where did you get the idea that those were the only two paths? I think you should choose the third path. That is to say, you should bravely take the field, win the battle, and protect all that you hold dear. Is this not also what you had in mind, Lord Zhou?
Zhou, you have returned.
Yes, I've only just arrived. I'm a bit later than I had planned. But Lord Zhang Jiao and the others sure were grumbling up a storm. Zhuge Liang must have really caused a commotion at the meeting.
Perhaps his words were a little too bitter for them to stomach.
He must have thought that such an approach would be the only thing that could bring Wu to its senses. But Zhuge Liang's words were not meant to merely aggravate or inspire. I think he may actually believe that we can win. He plans to lead Liu Bei to victory, even if it means wringing every last bit of strength out of Wu. He would not have voiced his discontent so strongly without firm conviction. They are fully committed to this fight. We must make use of that. My lord, I speak to you now as a loyal retainer of the House of Sun. I have prepared a secret strategy that will ensure Cao Cao's defeat, but this plan cannot work unless we are able to use Liu Bei's forces. With my plan and the brave warriors in our ranks, we can protect the lives of our people, the domain of Wu, and everything we hold dear.
But this matter has divided us into two separate factions. What can I possibly do to convince everyone to unite as one? Even the soundest strategy is meaningless without the will to fight.
I will explain to them that there is a path to victory, and then I will urge them to reconsider. And if that isn't enough to inspire them to take action, well, we'll just have to appeal to their hearts instead of their minds.
Now even Lord Zhou is insisting that we risk our lives in defiance. And just how do you plan on defeating an army of that size?
The size of Cao Cao's army certainly makes it a force to be reckoned with. But numbers can be deceiving. We must first compare the strengths and weaknesses of both sides. Our disadvantage lies primarily in our inferior numbers. But what do we have that we could use to our advantage?
The enemy is far from home, and they are also poorly trained. Most importantly, long boat journeys tend to bring sickness and fatigue.
Precisely so. And that's why we will fight them on the banks of Jing. No matter how imposing a force may be on land, on water, they become a mere jumble of poorly trained soldiers.
You have a point. Well, even a huge army makes for easy prey if its movements are sluggish.
As they will be slow to maneuver, all we need is a strategy to wipe them out before they have time to escape. What we will do is burn their entire fleet to ashes.
So we're to rely on nothing but unconventional tactics and sheer luck? Even if your fire attack were to succeed, how do you know we can win?
War is of course unpredictable, and I do not claim to have the ability to know the outcome of a battle before it is fought. But to consider no outcome but defeat before even taking the field, how is that any different than losing the battle before it even begins? Now, allow me to ask you all in plain words. Which path will you choose? Will you abandon the kingdom of Wu to live carefree lives without ambition? It is true that taking such a path may prolong your lives. You may even live long enough to reclaim your land and pride. But we would not be the ones to fight and die for the cause. That task would fall to none but our own children. Lord Sun Jian, Sun Ce, and all our forefathers. What would they think? Could you justify that choice to them? If you have even one small shred of pride left as retainers of the Sun clan, as the people of Wu, you will rise up, draw your weapons, and fight with all of your strength!
He's right! We must be the ones to protect Wu, no matter how powerful the enemy may be!
You can count me in. I'll honor my ancestors by fighting to the very end, so that my father and Tzu can look down on me with pride.
Those who wish to surrender should do so. That is, if there are any among us that don't mind licking the boots of our enemies.
So we have no option but to fight. However...
This discussion is now over. This is a fight for our lives. A fight for all of the people of Wu, past, present, and future. We must defeat Cao Cao's forces once and for all!
No, I am content with this decision. I was just collecting my thoughts, that's all. Where will this path lead the kingdom of Wu?
Being able to fight alongside famous officers and generals, it's truly an honor.
The young C's been busy these days. Wu has overcome...
I have such admiration for this kingdom. I'm sure in most kingdoms the leader gives orders from on high and everyone must obey. But not here. In Wu, no one is forced to serve blindly. We debate the merits of each choice and decide together. It does indeed. I doubt that last meeting would have gone nearly as well as it did without Zhou and the others. But it is rare to see him speak with such passion. Although, I'm sure he was somewhat exaggerating his emotions to inspire everyone. If you really think about it, the best way to get a group of people with different ideals to work together may be to win their hearts. If my father and brother were still alive to see how much Wu and I have changed, I wonder what they would say. Once gone, the dead can never come back to life. Yet, I can't help but wish I had the chance to show them. All that aside, it would be truly pathetic if we were to lose this war, given everything that's happened. I'm counting on you. We will use the unique strength of each of our soldiers to the fullest to achieve victory. That is the way of Wu.
Lord Peng Tong, I know you're in there. Today's the day you're going to hear what I have to say.
Good grief! How's a man to relax with lords of the land barging in uninvited? I am a humble man of little consequence. It doesn't matter how many times you come here. Your problems are none of my concern.
Yes, I know what kind of man you are. But I have a reason for being so persistent in soliciting you to join our side. Lord Pengtong, your help will be essential to bringing Wu closer to victory. Wu's victory will ensure the safety of the people of Jiangdong, which will in turn make it possible to protect the people of Jing.
Is this your attempt to convince me? Sorry to disappoint, but that won't work on me. All life is precious, but it's not my battle to fight.
I see. Then you have forced my hand. I shall have to rely on my last resort.
Last resort? Well, I'll be damned. So they've got you doing their dirty work for them, have they?
I understand you are good friends with Lord Pengtong. Please put in a good word for us with him.
I almost feel guilty for causing you to be dragged out here. Oh, if it were anyone but you. I don't think I could ever bring myself to refuse if it meant damaging your reputation. Wu's leaders are a sinister bunch, aren't they? Fine, I'll help. But just this once.
Lord Pengtong!
But don't expect me to swear fealty or anything like that. I'm going to do things my way, no matter what.
The honorable warrior is still with us. I couldn't ask for a better officer.
Everyone says that they...
Sorry to bring you here so late. In the coming battle against Cao Cao, I will need you to play a central role. There is a crucial factor which must go in our favor. I want you to ensure that it does. We were afraid to say it in front of the others, but executing this strategy will be about as difficult as threading a needle on horseback.
Cao Cao is not an enemy that can be defeated without a great deal of luck. Or perhaps even a miracle.
We intend to overwhelm Cao Cao's massive army with fire. But simply starting the fires won't be enough for the plan to work.
At this time of year, the winds of the Yangtze River Basin blow from the west and the north. Cao Cao's forces are attacking from the north, so their ranks extend in the same direction. The wind will blow out our fires before they can spread.
Of course, Cao Cao is well aware of this, and likely plans to position himself to our north. But the peasantry of Jing have informed us that there is a place where the wind blows from the south for a short period at this time of year.
Chibi. They say there are times at night when a southerly wind blows down the cliffs on the southern coast.
We want to take advantage of that brief gust of wind. We'll only get one chance, so we must not waste it. You have a technique for predicting the wind, do you not?
To give this plan any chance of success, we are going to need that technique of yours.
I knew we could rely on you. We will of course be doing all we can as well, but with your abilities, we will have a solid chance to prevail. We have you with us now. Your presence here may just be yet another gift from fate. Our fate will be decided at Chibi. We will defeat them if all goes according to plan, but everything depends on us engaging them at that precise location. So in this battle, we will repel the enemy vanguard and lead their main formation to Chibi. I want you all to act as if the final battle has already begun. Proceed with all due caution. Now the battle begins.
Being able to fight alongside famous officers.
Do you think this deployment is daring enough?
Chibi. If everything goes according to Zhou Yu's plan, we might be able to win. But this is Cao Cao we're going up against here. I suspect he will bring even more troops than we expect. And I'm sure he'll have defectors from Jing advising him as well. We'll be in for a brutal battle if we underestimate them.
You're right. But I can promise you that we will do everything in our power to prevent that from happening. It's good to see you again so soon. Lord Lingtong, I believe this is my first time meeting you. We've only just arrived a moment ago. We'd like to take this opportunity to thank Lord Sun Quan properly.
By the way, I saw your troops training, and I am very impressed. Wu is renowned for its navy, but I've never before witnessed such skill.
We've lived our whole lives by the Yangtze River. I don't think there's any force that can match our skill in naval combat.
Is that so? Well, skill is one thing, but wouldn't you say you're a little short on soldiers?
You mean you didn't know that before coming? That's really not something to be complaining about just before a battle.
Forgive him, Lord Lingtong. He did not mean to imply that we do not believe in your army's ability to win. But we have faced Lord Cao Cao many times. We are keenly aware how difficult his forces can be to defeat, even under the best of circumstances.
There's nothing to worry about. Numbers aren't everything in battle. Haven't you been fighting long enough to know that? I would have thought it's obvious. Well, just you watch. We'll prove it, once and for all.
You only just joined our side. Don't act like you know everything.
I fought in a lot more battles than you, so I'll say whatever I think needs to be said.
Oh?
What? You got a problem with that?
Wu has such reliable and brave officers in its ranks. This has been true since the days of Lord Sun Jian, but now even more so. I am sure this is all the result of Lord Sun Ce and Lord Sun Quan doing their best to follow in their father's footsteps. You found a great lord to serve. As a friend, I couldn't be happier for you. Well, I'm sorry for interrupting your discussion. We'll be on our way now.
Then make sure you tell them as much.
Yes, sir.
I didn't expect to see you here. Did you need something from me? Oh, nothing especially important. I'm involved in governing the Shunyue, you know. But forget about me. It's almost time to head for the battlefield. You'd best get yourself ready before it's too late.
Did you notice anything unusual about Lord Huanggai just now? To tell you the truth, we've been hearing some very disturbing rumors lately. Someone might be leaking our plans to Cao Cao's forces. I do not wish to accuse him of such a thing, but... Let's begin. Now then.
No.
Yes.
Very good.
Hi.
Shang, the bow maiden.
Don't let me down now.
For us to be victorious at Chibi, let's go. It is essential that we win here. Proud soldiers of Wu, let us use all of our wit and courage to secure a victory. Take that! First, we will demoralize the enemy.
The enemy officer
repel their attacks
has been
and push them back.
It's exciting to be facing the greatest army in the land. The enemy officer has been
ready to charge straight into their ranks. Advance.
I see. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Take that!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
My perfect plan failed. The enemy offensive has been repelled. Advance with the ships. We will make this battle ours. Have the main army attack from the front to get their attention. Our detachment will circumvent the battlefield to strike from behind.
Commence the advance! Our preparations are now complete. Let us set sail!
Hear the bells and tremble! Ganding stands before you! Charged in with nothing but a handful of troops! I'll take them down myself!
Do Do not forget about the Western Front. Use this opportunity to push further.
Begin the advance.
Take this!
Tenet! Another frontal attack. Underestimated the strength of our forces.
Shoot as one! Do not let them get close!
All my might!
Go on. The enemy
Shield
officer
bearers, get
has
ready.
been defeated.
Brace yourselves, or we will reach the enemy ships. Shoot it up! They've managed to board without much of a problem. Let's cause some chaos. Get their attention.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Su. Now it'll get interesting.
So it was true that the soldiers of Wu excel at naval warfare. We will head out to meet them and break their morale. Take that!
Great. It's not over yet. Is this what Cao Cao's army is made of? How disappointing!
All my might.
Situation.
The enemy officer has been
This
defeated.
scoundrel betrayed Wang Zu. Surround and overpower him!
I see Gan Ning is making an impact. We need to use this momentum to our advantage.
He was simply charging ahead mindlessly. I needn't pay him any heed.
Advance!
Right. We've gotten their attention. Get the detachments to move out. Send the ships out from the east.
All my might.
Infested.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
We'll make sure they don't notice our advance. Being inconspicuous is our specialty, after all.
Begin the advance! Anyone else looking for a tussle?
Take this!
I could do this all day!
Our new comrade looks eager. Best ensure we're not outshone.
What does he
The
think
enemy
he's
officer
doing, showing
has been
off like
defeated.
that? Does he really think we'll allow him to show us up?
Let's go! Over you here!
Your skills are definitely special.
My strength was not enough. I did not think I would die here. I am sorry, Sun Tzu.
You are the keystone of our navy, Lord Taimao. Thus, we humbly ask that you remain safe.
I did not think I would die here. I am sorry, Sun Tzu. For us to be victorious at Chibi, it is essential that we win here. Proud soldiers of Wu, let us use all of our wit and courage to secure a victory. First, we will demoralize the enemy, repel their attacks, and push them back.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Excited
The enemy
to be
officer
facing the greatest
has been
army
defeated.
in the land. Men, get ready to charge straight into their ranks. Advance.
Looking rough. The enemy officer has been defeated. Looking rough.
Try this on your side.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Over you here!
The enemy offensive has been repelled. Advance with the ships. We will make this battle ours. Have the main army attack from the front to get their attention. Our detachment will circumvent the battlefield to strike from behind.
Commence the advance! Turn your heads! Hear the bells and tremble! King stands before you!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Let's go. I'll take them down myself!
Our preparations are now complete. Let us set sail!
Commence the advance!
Do not forget about the Western Front. Use this opportunity to push further!
Begin the advance.
Another frontal attack. They've underestimated the strength of our forces.
Shoot as one! Do not let them get close!
Let's go. Shield bearers, get ready! Brace yourselves, or we will reach the enemy ships soon enough!
Guard!
Narrowing this to my power. Looking rough. We've managed to board without much of a problem. Let's cause some chaos.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Oh, Lu Su. Now it'll get interesting.
So it is true that the soldiers of Wu excel at naval warfare. We will head out to meet them and break their morale. This! I see you. All my might. Concentrate. Advance.
Right. We've gotten their attention. Get the detachments to move out. Send the ships out from the east.
All my might.
Invested.
The enemy
We'll
officer
make sure they don't notice our advance. Being inconspicuous is our specialty, after all.
Than I anticipated.
Begin the advance.
The battle is more intense than I anticipated. But I will continue to fight without complaint. You will have to make do without me.
Now is the time for forward momentum. Come, onward! March forward!
My strength is not enough.
How am I getting cornered? Seriously?
You are the keystone of our navy, Lord Taimao. Thus, we humbly ask that you remain safe.
Do not worry. I will take the troops of the Central Plains and demonstrate their prowess as an elite naval force.
Get ready to go ashore. Then, we will head north toward the port.
Attack!
Stop them! Do not let them advance!
You've come. There is little to worry about with your presence here.
It's an honor to battle against you. How can I not give it my all? Give it here! There we go. To my
I must accept my fate.
all my might.
Believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Turn I know how to get the job done.
You are no match for me!
Whoa, looking rough.
I wasn't.
The enemy officer
Excellent display
has been defeated.
We shall fight again.
I did not think I'd need to rely on this plan. But I guess
The enemy
you never
officer
know.
has been defeated.
They're throwing down boulders. We might be done for now. Begin the advance. All units, march. Begin the advance.
This is
Not quite going our way. Perhaps we need to regroup.
This will do it. The enemy officer has been defeated.
All my might.
Okay, that takes care of that.
This is a ferocious
Let us march on.
Take this!
I know how to get the job done.
The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Perfect plan fail.
Superb. You never fail to impress me with your feats. Let's go.
Come to give me a hand.
Advance! All of you, follow me! No use.
Looking rough.
Can't believe this.
The enemy officer
Such great
has been
strength.
defeated.
I'm pulling back for now. Let's go. From this position, we can strike their stronghold from the rear. Launch the ships. Begin the advance.
All my might.
Can't believe this. The end
enemy
is nigh
officer
for you, soldiers of Cao Cao. I will teach you the meaning
The
of
enemy
fear.
officer has been defeated.
Enemies from the north!
Concentrate. This is tough.
But they won't take me down that easily.
Fortune smiles on us. Go! Go! And attack them as one!
Forward march!
We've got
got no chance against me! We cannot leave our allies in peril. We must assist them immediately.
My strength was not enough. You've come. There is little to worry about with the old presence here.
Cornered Sai Mao. I will take care of him.
I must say, this was not the outcome I had anticipated. Seems I'll have to do this myself. Time to end this! I shall put an end to you with my intellect! Loose! Call my spirit!
Proper strategy is the quickest way to victory.
Let's crack through! Worthy adversary indeed! I appreciate the assistance. I will atone for my failures in the battles ahead.
No need to thank me, for it is my job to oversee you.
Time to end this! I had not expected such fierce resistance. We have been well and truly beaten.
Oh, Lord Sai Mao, I will keep these troops busy.
What? Did he just let Lord Sai Mao go? Looks like they were talking. Could it be?
We have been victorious in this first battle, but the next will be the decisive one. I am counting on your efforts. Let us head to Chibi, where our fate will be decided!
Well, Zhou Yu's plan worked just as expected. Cao Cao's forces could barely move out there. They ended up sinking like rocks.
Don't get too overconfident, or it might be you sinking next time.
As if I never let that happen.
You two spend every free moment arguing with each other.
If you have time to be spouting nonsense, you should use it to prepare for the coming battle.
Yeah, I got it. Huh? By the way, where's Huang Gai?
How am I supposed to know? Lord Handong, do you have any ideas?
Huang Gai? Well, he did allow that enemy officer to get away in the last battle. So maybe he doesn't feel like he has the right to celebrate our victory.
I wouldn't worry about him. Besides, we should be getting back.
From what I have gathered, after fleeing the battlefield, Sai Mao was suspected to be a spy, and was summarily executed by Cao Cao.
I see. Good work. You may leave.
Sir.
I will make this clear. In the last battle, we were in communication with the enemy officer, Sai Mao. We had planned from the beginning to engage the enemy forces, then wait for the right moment to steal him away from the battle.
Did you really? I didn't notice anything out of the ordinary.
It is said that to fool the enemy, you must first fool your allies. The only ones who knew about this plan were me, Lord Sun Quan, and Lord Huang Gai, who we had entrusted with the task of contacting Tsai Mao. So, Lord Huang Gai, how exactly did Cao Cao become aware of Tsai Mao's betrayal? Let me be very clear with you. Lord Huang Gai, I consider you to be the primary suspect in this case.
Wait, Zhou Yu. Why do you believe Huang Gai would do such a thing?
If he has a reason, there is no one who wants to hear it more than me. But I think recent events tell us everything we need to know. Looking back on it now, Lord Huang Gai has acted suspiciously on several occasions recently. He expressed his displeasure with Lord Sun Quan's leadership every chance he had, and treated the Shen Yue the way a king would treat his army. Your heart has strayed from the path of Wu. That is the only conclusion I can draw from all of this, Lord Huang Gai.
Hey, Huang Gai? I always wondered, what was it that Lord Sun Jian had that I did not? If my ancestors had not been driven from their position of power, would I not be the one to rule Jiangdong? And just when I'd had my fill of taking orders from an impotent runt, I discovered a people of my own who treated me with respect I deserve. What's more, Lord Cao Cao has promised to protect my people and grant me dominion over all of the lands of the Shan Yue. What reason could I possibly have to reject such an offer? Tell me, Zhou Yu.
Lord Huang Gai, you are no longer the man who brought me back from the brink of despair after Sun Ce's death. I think it is safe for us to assume as much. Someone execute this traitor immediately!
Lord Zhou Yu, please wait. We are on the edge of a great and decisive battle. Executing Lord Huang Gai now would have dire consequences.
We may be certain of Huang Gai's intent to rebel, but there still is no evidence that he acted on it.
Yeah, so give it some time. For our sake.
Treating such offenses lightly is a crime all its own. However, punishing a man of merit is bound to lower morale among the troops. Give him the lash and lock him away. His fate will be decided after the battle.
I'm sorry for barging in and making myself at home. A broody, hulking man is hardly the kind of surprise guest people want. I have a great many things I'd like to say. I'm sorry, I didn't come here to bore you with my talk, but I just wanted to see you, and so I found myself here. Would you stay with me, without asking any questions? Just like you did before. Thank you. No matter what happened, know that I will speak nothing but the truth with you. Now, how about we have a drink, to better enjoy our mutual silence? We'll let the wine take us where it may. If you join me, I promise you, we shall make this night our most memorable yet. Then, whatever the morrow brings, I will be able to face it without regret.
Well...
Thanks for coming. I wonder how many times I've invited you here like this. I've been wanting to hear your thoughts recently. And this strategy council meeting made a good pretext for that. I have no other reason for asking you to come here today. I just wanted to express my gratitude. Haha. There's no playing the fool. Have you already forgotten about the alliance with Liu Bei's forces? Your fate and mine are intertwined now, and your ties with Liu Bei are what brought this alliance into being. Relying on your expertise was the correct move. Lord Zhou Yu said the same thing, you know. Turning the compliment around, I see. Well, I certainly did my best to push the Alliance forward. Which means I also have a duty here that I cannot shirk. Cao Cao's forces are immense, and as such, we are constantly overwhelmed. Our alliance with Liu Bei's forces just about put us on an equal footing. And yet, I have suggested sending everyone to their deaths so that Wu may remain standing. It's clear that the days to come will be filled with terror. How do you think things will turn out? A definitive statement. So you have more faith in Wu than I have, then. Surely Lord Sun Quan also thrusts himself into the fray with similar sentiments. Sorry for boring you with such talk. I had lost confidence in myself, and was dwelling too long on the negatives. But thanks to your words, I can feel truly proud of my decision. There's no doubt we shall realize this dream we've worked toward. We'll prove it to everyone, far and wide. We have the talent and skill to make it happen.
Hey, do you think that's how Huang Gai really feels? I just can't bring myself to believe it. He has been a great companion to us all since the days of Lord Sun Jian. Somehow I can't see him growing so arrogant and turning traitor just because the Shen Yue showed him a little respect.
I don't want to believe it either. But now that he has to put those intentions into words, no amount of testimony from us could ever prove his innocence.
You're probably right. But I still trust him. We've been together too long for me to give up on him now.
Ah, it's you. I have nothing more to say on the matter. Even to you, I'm afraid. We cannot lose this battle. The survival of Wu is at stake. It's best that we minimize such grief if we can. Ever since we were children, Sun Ce was a dear friend. I followed him around for nearly my entire life. We played together. We fought together. And we swore to build this kingdom together. I thought that standing behind him in support was my purpose. I always believed it would be that way. Until the day I died. But now I am here, leading the vanguard of the Sun clan. I must be the one to clear a path forward for my lord. No matter what it takes, no matter how lonely I may become, I am oath-bound to fulfill that duty. But there are times when that oath starts to feel far too heavy to bear. Listen to me whine. I'm sorry. Push this conversation from your mind. Tomorrow, we will join forces with my lord and take our positions at GB. The final battle is upon us at last. You should rest early tonight. If you're fully prepared, there will be no room for regret.
The Young Xi's been busy these days, with even more military.
Wu has overcome every crisis until this point.
Everyone says that damn Cao Cao is going to rule this land. How dull.
Tonight, we finally confront Cao Cao in a battle that will decide our future!
We prepared as best we can. All that's left is for us to believe in each other and fight through to the end.
Hold your heads high! This is a fight we will win!
Cao Cao's forces seem to have responded to their defeat by changing their formation. They have linked their ships together into a solid platform, which will enable them to fight as if they are on land. I suppose such quick decision-making is to be expected from the ruler of the Central Plains.
But this time, those quick wits of his will be the cause of his downfall. Pang Tong's abilities have proven to be very impressive indeed. For one so reluctant to join us, he has greatly exceeded expectations.
Lord Pang Tong was tasked with infiltrating the enemy ranks to offer a proposal to Cao Cao. A plan to prevent his ships from rocking, that is.
A fire attack against a scattered fleet would give the flames no path to spread, rendering it largely ineffective. Having their vessels clustered together and bound by chains will make the fire much more devastating.
In short, Lord Pang Tong's scheme is but the first step in our greater plan to defeat Cao Cao's army.
The chain stratagem, implemented by connecting several plans together in order to topple a powerful foe.
Still, We must keep in mind that a chain is only as strong as its weakest link.
And for that reason, we cannot abide even a single failure. We must all be aware of the consequences of the slightest mistake.
Lord Zhou, I have urgent news. Lord Huanggai has disappeared from the prison.
What?
The officers we captured in the last battle are also nowhere to be found. We suspect they may have helped him escape.
Damn. So he really has defected to Cao Cao's forces. Lord Zhou, what are your orders?
There is nothing we can do about it now. We have no choice but to accept this state of affairs. But with Lord Huanggai under the command of Cao Cao, we now have to assume that the enemy knows our secrets, including the plan for this battle.
Lord Zhou, how can you be so calm in the face of all this? If the enemy manages to stop our fire attack...
Yes, that would certainly make our defeat inevitable.
Lord Zhou!
There is no turning back now, Lu Su. The battle has already begun. Oh, it's you. Everyone has already left. You won't find anyone here. You ought to prepare for the final battle as well. Or perhaps... you have some business with me? You're always concerned for me, aren't you? This place seems quite large. With just the two of us here, the next battle shall be a significant one, indeed. We must win, at all costs. There's no going back now. Our Lord is resolute, and everyone is in high spirits. I fear I've asked much of you as well. Clearly, I have done all I can. And yet, I find I cannot stop myself from shaking. I see. So my reaction is justified then. I instinctively believed I shouldn't feel so rattled. Were Sun Tzu here, I am sure he would laugh away my fears and tell me to savor the occasion. What about you? Does this battle frighten you? How candid of you. Yet, hearing that come from you provides me a measure of calm. This is a good opportunity. There is something I wish to say to you once again. I only overcame the various hardships I encountered thanks to your support from behind the scenes. You were supposed to have left Wu and me on several occasions by now, and yet here you remain. You have my sincere thanks. If we win this battle, Wu will soar to prominence. As such, we will require sturdy wings to maintain our flight. I could think of no one better suited for the task than yourself. I would guide the new Wu along the winds you read, until the day peace is within our grasp. The wind's starting to pick up. In this battle, we will have only a very brief moment of favorable wind that will allow us to set the enemy's ships ablaze. As soon as we see signs of the wind changing, we'll mobilize our troops. This means that it falls on you to decide when we head for the front. Has the wind shown any sign of changing? Good. I trust your intuition. The southerly wind of Jing shall carry us to victory. Let's begin. Now then.
Yes. Oh? Yes. Do you mind?
Fine. Thank you.
Uh-huh. Listen up, everyone.
It is I, Sun Shangsheng, the Bow Maiden.
Don't let me down now. We've done all that we can. Now, we must support each other and fight our way through. Show them your mettle! This battle is ours for the taking!
All of my plans depend on this decisive battle. Each and every one of you must carry out your duties, so that we may claim a crushing victory. First, we shall send ships from our flanks to attack the enemy. When the time is right, we shall cut our way into their base from the front.
Start the advance!
All units, strengthen your guard. Repel the hostile offensive.
As long as we hold firm, our chance of victory remains. Hold formation and stay on the defensive.
We can't let them take this position.
I must hold it. We must not let them reach land. Loose arrows at will.
There we go.
With all my might. The enemy officer has been defeated.
I won't hold back. That is my last act of decency toward you.
We will not let anyone through. Come at us with all you have.
Take that.
Where did I go wrong? Things don't look too good.
Tails turn. Let's go. Take this.
This is bad. If someone doesn't get here fast, we're done for.
My strength was not enough.
Everything is going well so far.
I'd say it's just about time to land another blow.
Begin the advance!
See they get behind us. This just became a lot more complicated.
All my might!
Situation.
The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy is formidable.
We must retreat.
We may not be able to make it through this. Go on.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
We must maintain a constant barrage of arrows. Keep the enemy reinforcements at bay to protect our archers.
How am I getting cornered? Seriously?
It's time. I'm heading for the altar.
That white fan, his appearance. That must be the sleeping dragon, Zhuge Liang. As long as he lives, he is sure to be a thorn in our side.
March forward!
As expected, you have bared your fangs at me. This is in line with my predictions.
This is tough, no matter how you slice it.
The battle is more intense than I anticipated. You continue to fight without complaint.
We've lost our archers in the east. The enemy's offensive will go on unimpeded now.
Here you go! Let's go! Tables turn. Let's go! Time to act. Let's go! Not even
We've done all that we can. Now, we must support each other and fight our way through. Show them your mettle! This battle is ours for the taking!
all of my plans is to start the advance.
All units, strengthen your guard. Repel the hostile offensive.
As long as we hold firm, our chance of victory remains. Hold formation and stay on the defensive.
We can't let them take this position. I must hold it.
We must not let them reach land. Loose arrows at will.
This is bad. If someone doesn't get here fast, we're done for. We will not let anyone through. Come at us with all you have. You knew just when to come to my aid.
I was never worried that you wouldn't.
Not in the least.
I won't hold back. That is my last act of decency toward you.
All my might.
Can't believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Everything is going well so far. I'd say it's just about time to land another blow.
Begin the advance. Let's go.
Damn! How did they get behind us? This just became a lot more complicated. Lose to the likes of
The enemy officer.
Where did I go wrong?
Defeated.
Things don't look too good.
I shall pull back for now. However, we shall meet in battle again.
My strength was not enough.
We may not be able to make it through this.
My strength was not enough.
I think we're now enemies. This is the scenario I least wish to transpire.
Here you go! Take that! Take you!
Come to this. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Suppose things aren't going my way today. Maybe next time. Damn. The enemy's starting to overwhelm us.
The enemy officer
somehow
has been defeated.
We must maintain a constant barrage of arrows. Keep the enemy reinforcements at bay to protect our archers.
It's time. I'm heading for the altar.
That white fan, his appearance, must be the sleeping dragon, Zhuge Liang. As long as he lives, he is sure to be a thorn in our side.
March forward!
As expected, you have bared your fangs at me. This is in line with my predictions.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Take that! No way. I'm gonna lose. All my might. Pitiful situation.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
It's over, you hear?
You're a capable sort, to say the least. Keep that up!
Where did I go wrong? Things don't look too good.
I shan't let my emotions interfere. That you must already know.
Take this!
I will now begin the prayer. We must distract the enemy while carrying out the most vital part of the plan. I know this will be hard, but I'm counting on you all.
Losing Lord Zhuge Liang means losing this battle. Guard him with your lives.
Now is our chance
The
to
enemy
press
officer
the attack and
has
take
been
victory
defeated.
for ourselves. Advance the fleet. With these ships, Wu is ours for the taking.
Let's go! So they've arrived. Still, it's not yet time. We have to endure their assault for now.
Have I failed somewhere? I shall analyze later. For now, I must pull back. Appears the resistance is futile. Oh! Just the right time. Quickly, lend us a hand.
Well aware that your skill isn't over yet. Use every bit of strength to take you on!
archers on the Western Front have been wiped out. What chance do we have of stopping them now?
Commence the advance. Annihilate the enemy with our fleet. Now advance! This is what I call intense. I'm all fired up. All my might.
Go on.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
So I shall show you no mercy! Get out of my sight if you wish to live!
With all my might.
Commence the advance!
Is that Lord Huang guy? I can't believe it. He really defected from Wu.
I lacked the foresight to predict his betrayal. I shall take responsibility for this failure. Stop him here.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
So you've come, Zhou. At this point, there is nothing left to say.
Indeed. Our blades shall do the talking. Retreat. But I still can. Looking rough. I've got a bad feeling about this. Take that! All my might.
Situation.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Over you here!
The enemy has breached the altar room. Please eliminate them at once.
So we have a duel then. Be warned. I shall not hold back.
Have you sensed any changes in the winds yet? If you sense a change while nearby, you needn't inform me. Simply light the fire on the altar yourself.
This is tough, no matter how you slice it.
Gotcha! An opening!
This appears to be as far as we go. I can't believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
This appears to be as far as we go.
This is tough, no matter how you slice it.
The time is right. Go.
So this is as far as we go. I'm afraid I must retreat.
Impressive, as always. There's a lot I can learn from you.
We've lost our archers in the east. The enemy's offensive will go on unimpeded now.
Reload my tower.
Let's go.
I had thought such a day may come. But now that we're here, I am lost for words.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Beaten in battle.
Everyone's holding up well. Cao Cao's forces still have the edge. The chance to turn the tide does not come soon. Our eastern front is being overwhelmed. We should send the rear guard to bolster our defenses there.
Now we march forward.
We are not giving up. Not giving up.
Here.
Not here.
We keep going.
We keep going.
Let's go.
Where did I go wrong? Things don't look too good.
I shall retreat now, so that I may fight again another day.
It's an honor to battle against you. How can I not give it my all?
Not quite enough, I suppose. Let us fall back.
step!
Almost at our limits.
I wasn't.
The enemy
An
officer
excellent display
has
of
been
skill.
defeated.
We shall fight again.
Almost at our limits.
Let's go.
So, even you're here. This will be a tough fight, then.
I've been bested. I'm retreating.
Bring them down.
Perfect timing. I was looking for an opportunity to test my new tactics.
We could not make our move under these circumstances.
Here we go.
I must fall back and attempt to regroup.
So Huang Gai has retreated. Even so, our forces are exhausted. We should fall back and regroup.
Gotta focus for this.
Everything is lining up perfectly. Now, all we need is the wind. The rest is up to you.
Now! The time has come!
Here we go.
Such turbulent times force even friends to fight one another. But I've no other choice.
I have defeated the enemy
There's no
officer.
virtue in dying for so little. I shall retreat and fight another day.
Believe in your commander! Forward!
I have defeated the enemy officer.
Let's go.
You're giving the signal now. Anyone could see that it's much too soon. You must wait for the perfect moment. Be patient and think carefully. This is our chance. Now, let the plan lead us down the path to victory.
Oh, the signal! Ah, a lovely wind. To truly bury Cao Cao's forces in flames, one must strike them from deep within. Who better than I for the task?
I see. Given that you've been willing to oppose even allies in the name of Wu, everyone would find your defection believable. But doing this will result in much grief for you, Lord Huang Gai. Are you still willing?
Truth be told, acting the betrayer is more painful than 1,000 lashings, Zhou Yu. However, It is even worse to fail to protect my people.
Lord Cao, this is where you and I part ways. So please accept this grand apology! His flames on! The roar of ooze! Counterattack!
What? Fire! It's spreading!
Pound the fires with the change in the wind. They, Sun Quan, must have the heavens on their side.
They seem to have recovered.
The enemy officer,
even so,
has been
the
defeated.
next steps will be crucial.
We only stand to suffer greater losses the longer we stay here. All units, retreat, post haste.
You have done well to survive. Now, time to give them hell! Advance!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Forward march!
Even though it was part of the plan, fighting my comrades was agonizing. Now it's finally time to do some damage to Cao Cao's forces.
The enemy officer.
The ships go up in flames one after the other. Chaining them together for better footing proved to be our downfall. It was you who suggested this, was it not, Pantong?
This territory is ours.
Yes, indeed. Your presumption is on the mark. My allegiance is with them. Farewell, Shishu. I hope we can meet again. Someday.
The winds really changed to make the fire attack possible. Lord Zhuge must be some kind of sorcerer.
So, I will come to be known not as a strategist, but as a trickster? I suppose it's a necessary sacrifice of my pride for our cause. Well, my part here is done. I must go now to plan for the next battle.
Shameful! This isn't over! Okay, all my might! Not done yet!
The enemy officer
launch a counterattack
has been defeated.
once we reach the other side. For now, focus on retreating and minimizing our losses.
I will protect Lord Cao Cao no matter what. Neither flame nor sword will touch him.
The ships are burning down all around us. Let's be careful. We don't want to get trapped.
So, these chains were part of the enemy's plan. Then, we'll need to remove them quickly.
Yes, I agree. Preventing further sacrifices is my top priority now.
We can just avoid the flames. All is not yet lost. Quickly, regroup your units. This is where we make our stand.
It looks like Cao Cao's forces are gathering on the northern coastline. If we are to face them, we must be prepared.
Our fires have backed Cao Cao's army into a corner. This is the final battle. Our wits and bravery will lead us to victory! The fire that burns the very heavens is a manifestation of our will. Cao Cao's days are numbered. Now, advance!
I'm still needed. That means I must fall back for now.
Aimlessly attacking will do nothing but drain us. So, we're gonna hang back here.
I think that should do. We've cut off the fire's path.
This will reduce the damage to our forces, but we should have noticed their plan before they initiated their fire attack.
I may not change the world, but at least I can save the lives of the people around me. And that is enough for me. I would rather keep my eyes on the earth, gaze blindly at the heavens.
Huang Gai, you really had us deceived. And it took some nerve for you to make a fool out of me.
The battle isn't over yet, Lord Chengpu. It's time for us to finish this.
Time together are such fond ones. But I suppose we're well past that now.
No chance to rekindle an old relationship. These turbulent times dictate such things.
The enemy officer has been defeated. It's over. Let's end this. Let's end
That should do. We've cut off the fire's path.
Let's go.
This will reduce the damage to our forces, but we should have noticed their plan before they initiated their fire attack.
I may not change the world, but at least I can save the lives of the people around me. And that is enough for me. I would rather keep my eyes on the earth and gaze blindly at the heavens.
Huang Gai, you really had us deceived. And it took some nerve for you to make a fool out of me.
The battle isn't over yet, Lord Chengpu. It's time for us to finish this.
moment of battle. Prepare yourself. The moment has come.
One of whose strongest officers! Welcome for your head, Cao. Prepare to meet your end!
I know how to get the job done.
Bring them down. They're going on the offensive. Get ready.
You're our enemy? That's too bad. But I'm not pulling any punches.
Whoever gets sentimental loses. Now, let us fight in earnest.
The memories of our time together are such fond ones. I suppose we're well past that now.
No chance to rekindle an old relationship. These turbulent times dictate such things.
This is quite the embarrassment. I think I'm gonna have to pull back. All my might. Can't believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated. Let's go.
It's been easy.
We've finally broken their formation. This is our chance to defeat Cao Cao!
This isn't over. As long as we have the strength and the will to fight.
We must not let this battle be the end of us.
The enemy officer
Fight for your lives.
has been defeated.
Everything depends on this moment.
I will not fall here. Not like this. For what is my blade worth if I cannot fight my way out?
I can barely hold my weapon anymore. Maybe it's time to call it a day.
Fierce warriors of Wu, this fight is yours. Raise your sword for our kingdom, to bring honor to our ancestors!
Let's go.
did I go wrong? Things don't look too good.
So you've come. Sorry, but your help is here. Take this.
Easy. I have defeated the enemy officer.
This is a ferocious tomb indeed. I cannot fall here. For the sake of every soul who has died in my name, I must flee. I must survive at all costs. I must be ready to do whatever it takes.
This day, we have protected our home and our pride. Victory is ours! Shout it to the heavens!
This victory may appear as a miracle to some, but it is not. We won by trusting each other and fighting with all our wisdom and courage. Stand with your heads held high and sing in praise of your comrades. Be proud of your victory and share your joy with the world.
You two have really outdone yourselves. Victory is ours. We have destroyed Cao Cao's forces. Such modesty. But there may be some truth to that. We were able to win the day by using all our different abilities to their full potential. It truly was a battle fought in the style of Wu.
But I wasn't sure how things would turn out for a while there. Zhou Yu and Huang Gai played their parts so perfectly. The constant complaints, the suspicious behavior, making sure everyone saw them argue. They really had us all fooled, right?
I'm sure it was very convincing, especially considering that I actually meant half of what I said. The same goes for you too, right, Zhou Yu?
Well, for a strategist, situations such as these call for the utmost discretion.
Huang Gai, do you really believe that I am not fit to be a leader? Do you still see me as someone who is too young and unreliable to follow? I know that I will never rise to the level of my father or my brother. And I'm always relying on all of you for help. But
you should not try to pursue the shadows of Lord Sun Jian or Lord Sun Sa. You need only to follow the path of your own choosing. If you ever lose your way, you have us to rely on for guidance. These are the true feelings of your loyal servant, Huang Gai, my lord.
Huang Gai.
But I do have one grievance to air, if I may. We need to do something about your awful habit of constantly putting yourself down. Nobody will follow a leader who doesn't believe in himself.
I think he could stand to learn a little from Sun Tzu in that regard. And I mean, only a little.
Look at you changing your tune, Zhou Yu. You're the one who used to go on and on about Quen's unique strengths. But I too want my brother to make some changes. We need him standing strong as the head of the family. Don't be so lenient with him. We need to stay firm and push him in the right direction.
I bet Lord Sun Jian and Lord Sun Sa are looking down on us now, with smiles on their faces.
There you are. I've called you here to discuss your reward.
You were such a great help to us at Chibi. It's only right. We need to make sure everyone is properly compensated.
We couldn't quite decide on the perfect reward for you. So, we'd like to know which you would prefer. There are two options we'd like you to consider. The first is a position as a general. We'd like you to support our efforts as an officer of U. Of course, the position will also bring its own benefits to your living situation. But naturally, with any position comes greater responsibilities. You might find yourself unable to travel as freely as you do now. The second choice is to support us from the shadows as an officer with no official title. To be honest, I was hesitant to even call this a reward. But I did my best to think of a way for you to reach your potential. This path won't bring fame or glory, but nothing will hold you down either. And you will never want for a battle to test your strength.
So what will it be? Please, tell us which path you truly desire.
Very well. We will make all the appropriate arrangements.
I'm sure you'll come to play an even larger role than you do now. As our kingdom grows, so will its troubles. But as long as you're with us, we have nothing to fear. Nothing gives me more hope than having you by our side.
Agreed. Please help us to maintain peace in U. We hope to enjoy your protection for many years to come.
How can I ever thank you enough for curing my father of that dreadful disease?
It is I who should be thanking you. Your request allowed me to gain yet another valuable experience as a doctor. And I am always glad to be of service. Please tell him to take care of himself as he recovers.
I will. By the way, Master Yuanhua, do you plan on leaving town already?
Yes, I do. I've received word that my companion is waiting for me outside the castle. But I am not really sure where we will be going next. And with that, I bid you farewell. I hope you never need to see me again.
Master Yuanhua, please, wait!
Didn't I just say I hoped you'd never need to see me again? Is something wrong? Have I left something behind, perhaps?
No, it's just... Would you let me be your apprentice?
My apprentice?
I've already discussed it with my father. You're the only one who made a real effort to treat him when every doctor in town gave up. And you were the one to finally cure him. Watching you do that, it changed me as a man. I told my father, imagine if I could become a doctor like him.
An apprentice? I once would have dismissed the idea as undeserved flattery. But, yes, perhaps it's not such a bad idea. I do need someone to inherit all of the wisdom and knowledge passed down to me after all.
Then you...
I will accept you as my new apprentice. But know now that I have no idea what I will teach you, or how much.
Thank you so much, Master Yuanhua! Oh, Yuanhua is your courtesy name, isn't it? I think I should know the true name of someone who's to be my mentor. Would you mind telling it to me?
Oh, I suppose I haven't properly introduced myself. My name is Hua Tuo. Please, call me Hua Yuanhua.
Go, Ziluan. You have found your path. You found comrades to accompany you. And you're certain to reach it. A land of peace.
Go ahead.